Welcome to One Awesome Autistic, and this is a slightly celebratory video because this is my 100th video. Who knew I could ever stick to anything long enough to get to 100 videos? So I wanted to do something different for this video than the usual autism content, but still stick to it being centered around autism, autistic people. I bought some items from a company called Shein or Shein or Shine. I don't know how you're meant to pronounce it, but I say Shein. So this isn't an affiliate program, not being paid for this. Bought these items out of my own money, and it is some items that I wanted to buy anyway, but I thought I may as well double it up and make it into something informative. Now, when people do these kinds of videos of like, oh, I'm unboxing and I bought like £500 worth of stuff, it is not one of those videos. I didn't spend that much money, and I wanted to centre it more about the types of information that other videos don't seem to give out. You see those videos and they're all like, I spent all this money and look at all these pretty things I bought. It's not one of those videos. It took me a while to get around to buying stuff because I always put these types of things off because I'm always worried about it being a difficult process. So I wanted to talk about ordering, delivery and that kind of thing, which nobody tells you about in the videos. They only tell you about the items they bought and maybe how much they cost. They don't even tell you like what sizes they got and those sorts of things. They don't tell you about the type of materials, they don't tell you about the tags, so those are the things I want to talk about. So I spent just shy of £40. Told you I didn't spend a lot. And I used the app because the app was a lot easier to use. As I saw items, there's a little love heart icon. You can click on that and it puts items in your wish list. And then when you've got enough items, you can just click to add them to the basket. And it makes it a lot easier. There's also always loads of discounts, so you're never going to pay the actual price it says for the item, and usually in the app these kind of things pop up and you just add them to your basket anyway, making it a lot easier than having to remember codes and go searching the internet for them. So I used a 15% off discount, so as I'm showing the items I'm not going to show what they look like on. I've already tried them on, everything fits, nothing's getting sent back, because I don't think it's necessary to show you them on me, apart from this one. This is actually one, so I'll talk about this at some point. I did spend the £1.99 to get the guaranteed delivery because I would have been super paranoid if I didn't click that. So it would have been like £2 cheaper if I didn't pay for that. But when you spend over £35 after discount, you get free delivery, or you can choose quicker deliveries. So a little note about the actual delivery is that it was tracked, but it told me it wasn't going to turn up until March the 14th or 15th. It actually turned up, I think, March the 10th, and because I wasn't expecting it, I missed the actual knock on the door. I didn't get downstairs quick enough, so I had to go pick it up from the local post office the next day. And then the tracking didn't update until like 2 or 3 days after I got the parcel. So 2 or 3 days after I got the letter through the post to say, the Royal Mail thing to say attempted delivery, did I get an email to say it's awaiting at the post office. I'd already picked it up by then. And then it was like 2 or 3 days after I picked up the item that I got an email from Shein saying your item is being collected. I know, I picked it up days ago, so you know. That is worrisome if you tend to be the type of person who likes to sit by the door and wait, because actually you don't know what day it is going to turn up on. The little accessory pieces I'll show you first, because none of these I got on like a kind of offer. They were either just already reduced themselves or they were just cheap. So first little accessory item I got, I needed a new beanie hat. I know we're kind of coming out winter, but I loved this when I saw it. My black beanie hats are all a bit destroyed, so we need to get rid of them, and I thought this one was super cute, and it's the only thing that kind of is a little bit small. I have a small head, I tend to fit into like large children's hats, and this one just fits, but I imagine it will stretch out easy if you have a slightly bigger head, but I just couldn't resist this. It was super cute. It's a typical beanie material, so if you don't like woolly materials, then this might be annoying for you because it is slightly on the harsher side, but to me it's still soft. On the inside there's only this tiny little tag, and where that is positioned is here, like at the back of the hat. So when I've got this hat on, when I put it on, I can't feel that tag at all because it's very small and it's very thin. So that's not, for me, this is fine, it's not going to annoy me. All of these items as well that are clothing, and like this one accessory item, is all machine washable on 30 it says, which is what I wash everything on anyway. But you can tumble dry it on low as well, so don't tumble dry it on hot. They're fairly easy to look after. Now this one I can only just see what material it is because it's kind of on the stitching, but it's 100% polyester. A lot of these items are polyester, so any aversions to polyester, don't use this site at all, because they are just cheaply made items in China. At the end of the day, they're not from like some kind of boutique. These two little things are just two cute little prints. They do quite a bit of homeware stuff as well, and they do these prints that aren't in a frame, and one of them cost me like, I think less than £2, one cost me less than £3, but it's all nicely wrapped up. So I haven't opened these yet because these are for when I move, so I don't want to open them and destroy them. Another cute little accessory item which is nicely packaged is this, and this is to go in the kitchen, and it's kind of a slightly squishy padded drawer liner. So, and it is kitchen themed, and it's got because it's got yellows and things on it, my house is kind of like yellow and grey themed, so this fits really well with my kitchen. So you just cut this to size and put it in your drawers, and makes them a lot easier to clean. So I couldn't resist adding this to my basket. This is a cute little item that is a for girls item. Girls may recognise this, women, female, however you identify. Those of us who have periods will maybe identify this. It's where you put your products to keep them nice and secure when you're out and about, so that if you dropped your bag, somebody saw it in your bag or anything like that, your items are discreetly kept. And it is an elastic button. I have issues a little bit with my fingers, just don't do what I ask them to do. So this is slightly difficult for me, but because it is stretchy, I can stretch it right out, and I can still open it and close it. The first piece of clothing item I don't actually with me, it's in the wash because I have already worn it and ended up spilling some tea on it before I managed to do this video. I was going to wait for the video because it is a pyjama set, but it comes with this nice little eye mask. So this pattern is on the PJ set, and it's a summery set, so it's a short sleeved but trousers, but thin. It fits brilliantly. So for all the clothing items, I will tell you, I'm a size 8 up top, and I'm currently a size 10 on my bottom half. I bought a small, which for pretty much everything said was a size 8, but I kind of punted and went for a small with everything. It all fits fine and is actually a tiny bit roomy. Go for a size, your actual size if you want it roomier, go for a small size if you want it snug. These, because I love yellow, you'll see me in yellow jumpers a lot. I've just got a bit of an obsession with it at the moment. I think that's because of growing up, it was my grandma's favourite colour. So these probably have some of the biggest tags in, and they have 2 tags in these ones, and they are actually stitched into the actual stitching of the item as well. So if you're wanting to pick these out, it would be more difficult. So if you really are annoyed or these cause you any type of pain because they're a tiny bit stiff, then you may want to give this company a miss, because these are going to be harder to pick out for anybody. Mainly polyester, washes at 30. These were the only items that were what I would say a tiny bit snug, but that's because they're leggings and they're more meant to be. And like I said, I went with a small, and I am a size 10. If I'd have gone for a size up, they probably would have been really baggy. Now I'm 5'2", but I have normal sized legs, so petite clothing, which are meant to be for 5'3" and under, don't fit me. They're always too small. And normal size clothing always tends to be for like a 29-inch inside leg, and I think mine are about a 27-inch inside leg. So everything is usually too long for me. These are only a little bit too long for me, so if you are tall and slim, then some of these items may not fit in the same way. These are not going to fit to your ankle. These go probably have about 2 or 3 inches spare on these. So if you're longer than a 29-inch leg and you're say size 8 to 10, these are probably going to come slightly further up your leg. I'll talk about this item seeing as I'm wearing it, and it's the only one that I wasn't 100% happy with when it turned up, and that's because it's actually cropped, and it didn't say in the description it was cropped. They do sell a lot of crop jumpers, and it would typically say in the title of the item that it's cropped. This one didn't, and the picture of the model, it didn't look cropped either. But I'm not going to send it back because this cost me just over £5, so it's a bargain. I will still wear it because I can coordinate this with, like, I have a black pinafore dress that I can wear over it, and high-waisted jeans that I can wear with it to cover my midsection, which I don't like to have on show. So I will keep it, but again, these are super soft, I think, these items, even though they're polyester. And it's got nice cuffs. I've got quite slim wrists, so it looks like there's a lot of space, but I have ridiculously skinny wrists. But there is some give in that as well. I prefer cuffs to anything. If it doesn't have a cuff, it annoys me and I'm constantly messing with it. So really soft, really nice fitting, and like I say, considering this is my size, it is like roomy and nice. Another jumper I got was this one. These have better tags in them. Some of these clothing, because it is not dangling. So if you can put up with these types of tags better than the dangly ones, then a lot of the clothing is going to be easier. But you can't tell that from a lot of the pictures, so sometimes it is going to be hit and miss. But the wash label is a little bit dangly. However, this isn't stitched into the actual stitching, it's stitched on the item, so this can be picked out very easily. Now this jumper is actually 100% acrylic, so it is slightly scratchier feeling. It's still soft because I'm usually not very good with acrylic and woolly type of materials, but this one feels okay. I've not washed it yet, so I don't know how it's going to come out after I wash, but I imagine fabric softener might make it a little bit better. But if you are quite averse to woolly and acrylic materials, this is going to feel really scratchy. So try and miss these kind of like cable knit jumpers or any kind of knit jumpers if it has that in its description. And the last item, I know some of the colours on these and patterns and everything won't be to your style, because I have quite an eclectic style. I like to look quite different from other people, which I know is not stereotypically autistic, but who's stereotypical autistic really? So it's this item, and this is a colour block t-shirt dress with long sleeves. So the sleeves are different colours, and usually I'm not a lilac fan, but with this yellow I just thought it was super cute. And this goes down to about halfway between my knee and my bum, so it covers quite well, and again it's got cuffs on it, what I was very happy about. Again, it's a polyester mainly, but it does feel quite soft on, so I do like that, and it does have this small tag. I can't really talk about the returns process because I'm not returning anything. I'm very happy with everything that I got, but in the order you get a little piece of paper, which I've misplaced at the minute. I'd have liked to have taken a picture to put it up in the corner to show you, but you do get a little piece of paper. It's quite small. The print on it is quite small also. It shows you the return process step by step. So it shows you exactly what you need to do, so you can just follow that piece of paper. So it makes it super clear and super easy to return items. It doesn't give you a time frame on when to expect your refund, but they are quite good with communications. I got emails when my order had been placed, when it was being processed, when it had been dispatched. You will get an email to say that you've had your refund, I can imagine. I can't imagine they would not email you that after all the communication I got from them. One little trick that I did have that I kind of missed out on, I think my discount ended up being just shy of £5 in total, but if you put items in your basket and leave them for a few days, you end up getting an email from the company saying, we've noticed you've left items in your basket, here's a £5 off voucher. You can't double up on your discounts and vouchers, so use the one that's going to give you the most discount. I know it might only be £1 difference, but hey, pound's a pound. And that's everything. Now, if there's anything that I haven't covered that maybe I've forgotten about, that you have questions about the ordering process, or the delivery process, or about the items that I got, or about the types of items that Shein sell, then pop it in the comments below, and thank you for watching if you've got all the way to the end of me blabbing on about this company. I really enjoyed the window shopping. I don't usually like shopping online. I usually like to go into a store and feel them, so this did make me very apprehensive, but I needed some items because certain things don't fit me anymore, certain things are falling apart, so I needed a few little items, and I had some Christmas money left over, so I decided to treat myself to some things that I know that I would want in the future that I could get now for a lot cheaper. If you did like this video and you want to see more of this type of thing where I try out different companies to take away the kind of anxiety from you trying the company first, then feel free to give me a shout and tell me what companies you are anxious about buying from that you've never bought from before, and if I can afford it, I will give it a try. If not, I have some little minions that may be able to try these companies for me and do the reviews instead. We shall see how it goes. If not, this will just be a fun one-off to celebrate my 100th video, and hopefully here's to 100 more. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.